ai nuna hanyar samun kifi ya fi a baka kifi ni kuma na gode wa Allah da annabi magabata na zauna kafa suka nuna min hanyar a da ke kuma Allah da ke yanzu duk inda na zaga ba a ɓangaren kasuwanci ba na gasa iyaye da kuma addu'a kai wannan ba da wannan ya kawo da aka koma hannun
Yes, you know what happened. I was in that company, wasn't I?
Hello. Yeah. Good evening. This is batch 2017-08-18 group 31 for guidance school. Been a wonderful day for me. Been a wonderful day for also for you. Rapkat, how are you? Welcome to Google Hangout. And I welcome all who are listening to me. Yeah, you and we welcome all of us here. I'll be sending the link for YouTube. I just sent the link for YouTube in case you want to join us through YouTube. Through YouTube, you can listen to our conversation, but we can't hear you. So if you want to put up an opinion or a comment or a demand or anything, you can also type it in the school chat. I will read it and I'll also reply into us via YouTube. Or if you are with me on Hangout, and I will hear you and I can also see you. Okay, I'll be sending out the Hangout link now. If your network can allow you, you can also click and you join us via Hangout. Okay, If Drama Queen said she is good, we go about our tax today. How was it today? Was it simple? Was it a difficult task today? Do we have any issues with today's task? Notice some of us still didn't understand book account. If you can, a female, you need to create a Facebook account. Jump for use your male Facebook account. But the most important thing is that your page must have MMM content. What does that mean? It means that you have to have use MMM, your DP or your wall, make some write-ups that will be talking about MMM and the beauty of our community. Another part of the task for the part where you have to write about which is the offline program. Good effort, but I think there's those who got the task that those who appreciate all of you. Remember to miscellaneous expenses. So please, if you're part of those people that can make room for miscellaneous expenses or logistics, then some forgot to make their task viewable. If you're one of those that made the task private, which means I can't view it unless I send you a view request, please kindly go to share on your document where you type to your offline promotion, whether in Google Doc or Google Spreadsheet. On the top screen, you share. There tackle box. You click on that share and change the share option to view only. That way, when I click on it, will start and I will be able to mark them. Okay. So please, if you have any other issue today, you can also share with us. If you don't have, I can move over to tomorrow's tax. Tomorrow's tax is very important, and every one of us needs to be very, very correct about tomorrow's tax. It's sensitive. Meant I have done that, but the one left is free online screen recorder. Screen recorder, but I think maybe it's always difficult for us, most of us. I can understand that. Simply a little video of yourself showing that you understand how to use the screen recorder, and submit the link to the video. You can, okay, if you made your ideology video, you cannot re-upload your ideology video, but make sure that the video you are using for the free screen online recorder or online screen recorder, make sure that the video was made using a screen recorder. Okay, don't just use your camera, the camera at the back of your device, your phone, or the camera, your web camera from your laptop. Don't just that. You need to use a screen recorder. Those are the ones that are already in the task, which is Screen-O-Matic. But if you're using a phone, the one you can use is you have A to Z. You have other forms of screen recorders that are in the phone.
Okay, sir, but can we still make use of that same MMM video? Can I still use
MMM what?
Hello?
You say, can you use which one? The ideology video?
Ideology video, yes, sir.
If your ideology video has you know, if you use the screen recorder while doing your ideology video, it's okay, you can use that.
Okay, sir. But that was what I did. I used a screen
yes, you can submit that. It's okay. Ekem Blessing, MMM Nigeria being 100%. Can I comment 100% or 30% on the ideology video under how it works? Okay, if you say it's 30%, I will mark it. If you say it's 100%, I will also mark it, because we have in our community is as an image movement. You can change at any time. So both of them are correct.
Yes, sir.
How do you create YouTube? When Alexander, I hope you can hear me. How you can create YouTube is that you go to download YouTube to your app or in your device, whatever you're using. Sign up, that is register for YouTube. That's how you do it. Where you sign up for emails, follow the steps, put your name and the rest of them. You any questions so that we can move for tomorrow's class? More questions so that we can go ahead to tomorrow's. I can't hear you. Is that English native language? But I can't hear you actually. Any more questions? Okay. Since we don't have questions, let's go for tomorrow's task. Tomorrow is day 5/6. It is called the business game task. To do on tomorrow, or when tomorrow comes, all you need to do is click on the 5/6. When you click on the 5/6, it displays something that will tell you to get a circle.
Okay.
If you just click maybe your browser, you see the page that will open is start the game. I start the game on a rectangle, on a green rectangle background. Click on the start the game. It will open another page. That page which you also into a circle. That's how you click on the automated tool automatically assign you to a circle. Each circle has up to 10 in a circle. You don't manipulate it. You don't just say you're in circle 10 or you're in circle 1 or you're in circle D. Automatically, you are assigned to a circle. And when I'm marking your task, the computer will always show me, or the program will always show me the circle you belong to. Walk up to you with this sensor, I laugh at them. Okay? So tomorrow starts first thing in the morning. Don't go and wait to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. tomorrow. It's first thing in the morning. Get into, click on the 5/6, start the game, and get into a circle so that you belong in a circle. I will send all the there to do the business game. When I send all the information needed to do, please click on the link that I'm sending and read the details of what needs to be done. Every circle will present, and when they present, they must have their.
Are you sending?
Hello, you said what?
Are you sending the link to us for us now, or is it that morning time that?
It's not like the task starts in the morning, but we all need to be in the morning so that you get the link to the task I will post. It is through the link you read and understand the task, and your circle as a team will go and prepare for the task. Okay? And tomorrow, Friday, tomorrow being Friday.
Okay.
Hello? Tomorrow being Friday, if I give out the task, on Monday you start to present. Your circles will start to present. It is very important for every student to participate in this presentation. If you skip it, I will not mark that task, and that means you will not pass. And please, all circles should be for Uzamaka Okonkwo. If the person is in your circle, please report to me immediately the gender of the person in your circle. I don't need you to start telling the person who I spot the person, and you can send me a private email at mmmnigeriaschool44@gmail.com. Please, activities of that student, and I don't like the pranks the student is playing. Okay, so on a recap, tomorrow's task is the business game. And how do we participate in the business game? Is simply by clicking on the day 4 on the day 5/6. When you click on it, it opens another page that tells you to start games. When you click on start games, you see another page that says automatic. You are now free to create a WhatsApp group for your circle so that you can have proper time to organize for how to present your task. So tomorrow you get the links in your circle. I will not send the link in our general room. I will send the links in the individual circles. And presentations are done in the individual circles and not in the general room. Okay? So please, let's take the business game serious. That's for every guide. Amanda Comfort, what was your question that I have not responded to? What was your question? So please, if you have a question, you can also ask now.
Hello, mentor. Hello.
Hey, I can
Hello,
hear
sir.
you.
This okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. This the business game. Are we going to do it in form of group work?
Yes, work with your team. But that's why I said very early in the morning, get into your group.
Okay,
Click
sir.
on that and get into a circle so that you belong to a circle that has serious students. If you delay getting a circle, by the time you might be clicking on get a circle, you'll be getting into a circle with those funny students that are always late in whatever they are doing. And at that end of the day, they start delaying you in your circle. You become the head of your circle, and they deny you assistance. If tomorrow, if you don't belong to such circle that have serious students, if you belong to those crazy lazy students, you can also alert me, and I will give you your own presentation. You can present task, and I will mark your task. So that's how it is.
Okay,
All right. Let me take for those to us or are not able to listen or hear us tonight because of network issues.
The network, yes, the network is, but it's
So
breaking.
please. Okay, so I believe all of us will
Yes, on the chat, yes, that and here will be the chat room will be better now.
yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
I just discovered something on my 4. That is day 4. That's right.
Hello.
I'm seeing this
I can't hear you.
to click. I just try to click on my there's in last task of today. That's the offline promotional. And I was not seeing a cycle there, cycle 01.
Okay, you've clicked on the 5 to 6, right?
Yes, I'm not seeing cycle 01.
Good. That means you're in circle 1. Okay.
Oh,
It's on that place. It's on that place that I will pay to your business game.
okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I can hear you.
Mm.
I can hear you. Go ahead. Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you. This is Ihana Choma, finally.
Welcome. Finally.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I think my network is favoring me today. So,
Good.
thank God.
Yep. Yep. So how was your today?
Oh, it was really good. It was good. The offline task was, everything today was just smooth. Well, I did it, and as at 4 that I left the office, you had not marked it yet. So I'm not even checked now to see what's up.
Okay. And maybe after the lessons, you can also check and see if I have marked it. And
Yeah, I'll
if
do
I have
that.
not, you can also check the instructions I left behind.
Okay, no problem. I'll check it. Thank you.
You heard, okay, you heard what I said about tomorrow's tax. You can also read what I'm already writing about tomorrow's tax. It's a very important task. It's the business game. Every student must participate if the student really wants to graduate. I'm also typing a little bit message for those who can't hear us or are having network issues.
Okay.
Um,
So tomorrow's task is where we circle the group, mini group, so to speak.
yeah. Yes, tomorrow you belong. Once, even tonight, you can simply click on day 5. If your day 5 has opened and you will tell it when you click on start game, you will see get into a circle. When you click on get into a circle, you'll find yourself in your circle. It's important for you to
Circle one,
okay. it's always good to join a circle as early as possible so that you find yourself with serious
Okay.
students, not like being serious, but students that are more
Relax.
focused. We're in an issue with you later on the guidance school. So since all of you have started joining circle, the link to the business game task in order to help each and every one of us to start to prepare for the business game. Please read the details of or read the contents of the link that I will send across, because it contains all the information. So the circles that are ready to present if general room and tell you to move and listen and receive presentation, it will help me to go and mark their business game task. Okay? The sooner, that's why I always say, the sooner you get and all of them are aligned, be the best to graduate from your batch because you won't be left behind. So it is now in your hands to make corrections to the comments in between. Some of my students argue. When you tell them their mistakes, they start to argue. Correction, they start to argue. When you argue, you delay yourself. But when you do the corrections and make the corrections, then you're going. So I advise each and every one of us to
Okay.
yes, Lawrence, yes. Tomorrow, yes, we will have our general. Okay. Lawrence, we don't have a Skype, it's our Hangout. The YouTube also have a Telegram group, which you do.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay.
loud and clear.
Back to the ideology video. Is it possible that I do just a video presentation, or I do a write-up presentation with a talk on the background, or I
Okay,
can do just
first,
a
the rule says you should make a slide face. That's what it is. You make a slide and show your face. I will be coming behind you as a slide while you be speaking in the video. Your face should be showing, okay? But you know the way learning is, because we are in Africa. A lot of us
Please,
are still fighting.
your voice breaking.
Okay, can you hear me? Is it clear?
Yes, I can hear. I can hear
Okay,
you now.
I said the rule says slide and have your image while you're talking.
Okay.
So, but because of level of understanding and the
Okay.
our to use some the devices, you know, in Africa, a lot of people don't know how to use devices, so they will find it difficult to even use a slide. Simplify that. What you just have to do is use your screen recorder face while you speak about the ideology, how it works, bonus rules of MMA and benefits of MMA. Keep having the slide, but make sure your face is showing and you properly present the tag with your name, your badge, your mentor's name, and all that. Now, clearly.
Okay, if I should get you correctly, you said based on the irregularities of participant not being familiar with some of these, someone can make a presentation of just a video ideology.
Or your face must show clearly.
Your
You
face,
must
yes.
speak. You
Okay.
tell us your name and fully introduce yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. More questions? Okay, so please, I also want us to be a little bit serious with our lessons here. Means that we have to take this thing as a school. It's a school not because you can easily come back and retake the questions when you even fail them. It's a school because transforming or transmitting knowledge into you is actually making us to understand more of the world with the world and its level of info technology, exposing us to different up to speed devices and programs and softwares. So we have to take it up as a school. Don't see it as because it's free. Remember, your data is going, whatever you on your data makes it not to be with it. Therefore, each task you have, kindly read the requirements of the instructions given for those tasks. There's one of us here. I will not call the person's name for respect purposes. You to stop what you're doing. For each of the tasks from preparation day till the day 4, meeting to me is you just write your email and just submit. Please, you're delaying the time I'm supposed to use to mark other people's tasks. It is not good. Submitting because you have decided not to be serious with the school. MMM is not by force. The guidance school is not by force. Kindly respect yourself and stop submitting those things. There's another person also here who keeps submitting a wrong link. It is not good. You know not correct. The link you're submitting is not correct. So please, why do that? I have given you a simple advice. When you want to submit a link, send it to your friend or to even your schoolmate here and ask the person to open it with a different browser. Not open. If he opens, whichever one opens from another person's browser, if I open it from my own browser, it will open. You've made it look like an argument. It is not an argument. I am telling you the fact. I have no business with you other than the school. So don't see it like it's a punishment. It's just making you to know. And if you're if you keep doubting, you're delaying the time for your graduation, and you're also delaying the time for another person's graduation. That same mistake delays time I would have moved on with other people who are serious. We are relaxed and this environment is relaxed. Don't bring in issues to stressing for you yourself and for us who are marking your tasks. MMM is responsible any by force. MMM is a lifestyle. You live it or you live it. You live the life. The lifestyle. Then night and was talking about is MMM still working. Later on, we addressed it on a clear note, and someone started saying, apologizing. I accepted that apology, that it was your brother or whoever that took over your device. I have also noticed that you're not serious with your task. I am advising you to please help us by helping yourself. Let us who believe in the ideology do what we believe in. And on that ideology note, I want us to note that task about making a video, ideology video. A lot of us skips the ideology of MMM and start defining MMM. Start telling us that MMM is not a bank, MMM is this, MMM is that. Some start telling us the bio of our founder. Some start telling us that MMM started 20 years, 30 years ago and all that. Please, always read your question and answer along your question. You are not asked to define MMM, although Aristotle said that for any discussion to be intelligible, you must first define the term MMM. But don't forget the question you were asked. In telling us MMM is not a bank, that is not the ideology of MMM. So please, I want to stop. Because we are not paying for this school does not mean we should play around. Okay? So I thank each and every one of us. I'll also go back to reading questions. Sir, can we use can we use what? I didn't get that. Comfort said, okay, sir. That means she understands. Can I do recorder in place of screen recorder? Because my laptop is faulty. We should use your device, which is your phone. Since your laptop is faulty, the device you're using, I presume, is your phone. Phones also have a screen recorder, so kindly use the screen recorder of your phone. The line is not clear. Okay, let me type this for you. Typing, that's why I'm a little bit so continue talking, okay? So please be patient. More questions? Okay. More questions. We have more questions. We are free to ask our questions. We are 21 minutes.
20
Yeah.
minutes. So.
Okay, 20 minutes. Okay, your time is almost a bit fast. We are 20 minutes away from our end for today's class. Not our end on earth, but our end. Okay. Us to self, which is our self towards being responsible. Is a community of people of like what it should be is that is a community of people of like minds who believe in financial apocalypse and who believes in good becoming greater than evil. Having said this, we all have to understand and believe in one. And since MMM is a lifestyle, is a style, we ought to have to be responsible. And responsible people are people who do stays on the right direction. How do we stay on the right direction? We need to be focused. How do you become focused? It means you have to make a principle out of your life. And what are these principles? Principles of how you dress, principles of what you eat, how you talk, your general behavior, that's manner, and your way. Your way
Right.
is is a kind of that all these that I've mentioned would live in. So tonight I want us to look inward and start to see MMM beyond macro growth.
To
It
see it
should
as a way
be,
of life.
yes, yes. It should be something that we should be appreciative that it has changed our life financially and morally.
Morally, yes.
Friends who had been in MMM when I didn't know what MMM was. At the end of the day, he became a guider before I became a guider. He is not a mentor, but he's a guider and he should be up to like 100K guider. But one day, January, he ran, okay, one day sometime in January, the wife called and said that if I was around and she wanted to come around and explain, discuss something with me. And she came and she asked me to please help her talk to my friend. I said, okay, what is the problem? She said that for after December going to village and coming back, that they have not been feeding
Where?
from the rent expired and their landlord has been coming to ask for the renewal of their rent. Is resuming and they have not bought things for the school. I said, okay, I thought it was a simple issue. I said, okay, I will talk with him. That he can. No, there's no problem. I will talk to him. I thought it was just one simple. When I spoke, I called my friend. Please, something I want us to think about. I think I'm working outside guidance school, but it should be MMM issues. I'm sorry, Vivian, network is terrible. You can't hear anything. Sorry about that. We can create WhatsApp group for this so that we will get. No, no WhatsApp group, please.
I've seen my day 4. It's marked.
So now, when my friend even telling me that he wasn't acting those things, that he didn't have the money really. I was like, what happened to freedoms and all the get help and all that? He told me that I should leave my dad, and he can't explain that. Today, that guy and his family, I'm sorry to say this, are in their village. They could. He has sold 2 of his cars, and he couldn't meet up. They've returned to their village. And I'm sure he must have lost his account because he must have provided help, and when he wouldn't pay up. So he is not within the system anymore. Because okay, before he was okay. Let me say he was just there before MMM, and then MMM came and made him okay, and he lost utilizing the financial freedom that MMM created for him.
Hello.
Hello, I can tell you. So this story is for every one of us here.
Yes.
And how to fish. Segi Mavrodin has taught us how to fish.
Honestly.
He gave us the net, and he provided the seas, the oceans, the things, and the rest of them. So how have we been able to utilize all he has taught us? It's very important. Frame your steps and know that this freedom.
Hello.
Is it? Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can ask your question. You have a comment, you can ask your. Okay, I will post the link to Telegram.
Hello, Mentor. Hello, sir.
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Somebody there's a lady here, a Canaan blessing. She's asking about this question that is asking: is it allowed in this in the school? Is it allowed in this platform?
What did she ask if is allowed in the platform?
The question says, according to her, that what is our stance as regards to June, July party order and now rotative sense, like that.
Okay, good. The way these programmers have made it for the system, the issue came when the hit and run came joined our system after this 2017 restart. And run made it a way that our system started becoming a threat to ourselves, because when they provide, it's either they don't actually honor those with them, they upload fake POP and the threats and all that. So the programmer came in and introduced this new system, but it was a little bit delayed, and a lot of people panic came in and people stopped providing help, didn't honor their provisions. Okay, we know that. So in order to put up a remedy to what was already happening, the system now said, okay, from 1st of August, that's what will be taken up now until the system is stabilized. So talking about June, July, right now, the number of the proportion of pH to GH is not just by pH is exceeding
It's
GH,
much.
which is healthy for our system.
System is getting,
And if yes, good. And if this is maintained, the way it is, it will not only be the timing will not only be towards to July, it will be moved to June.
yes.
Okay, so our community is a donut and ability of our community depends on you and I. Our sincerity and patience is what is most important.
Yes.
So we need
This
to
evening I was organizing, I was coordinating my downlines over here this evening. I explained this like this to them. Most of them are saying what to put.
Okay.
The one that I will put before not getting it, I'll keep putting out and analyze things for them. Most of them decided to start providing help.
Okay. And when they said the one I put, I have not received, you want me to do those sentences? I always say,
honestly.
You said?
They will talk. Most of them will talk like that, but by the time you explain the way the thing works and what causes the problem, the genesis of the problem, the root of the problem, they will accept. But more instant that they want to. It's not about. It's just a matter of patience.
Yes.
And most of them are. In Nigeria, we need iron hand. Sometimes, if you don't, for example, now if you keep, let's say we keep waiting. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said, for example, assuming the system keep waiting for us to be providing help, like before they pop, I know by now we will not be able to achieve what the system is recording presently now.
Really?
Until they frozen those before these people they start complying and there's a lot of turn up are coming in.
But it's also very, very important and vital that you as an intending guider and all who are guiders, or really if you are just a participant, should know that the donation platform means, and the way the system is, our system is that you are not 100% guaranteed your donation will be returned to you. That's always in our hearts. And that this platform, our community, is for those who are creative in their mind, who are ready for changes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Our platform is not to make you rich. Our platform is totally for people who are creative and ready to take this. Therefore,
my network has started again. I can't really hear you guys.
Okay, we have to have this constantly in our heart. Do not go and provide your school fees, your rent, your loan from the bank. No. Okay, so we are 6 minutes to end our meeting. I can't hear you. It's breaking.
Connecting loans. there was a man, there was a selection when I'm about this MS stuff. He said that is going to get a loan from bank. I said no.
You see?
Yes, if be patient when you have any kind of say no that you put 1 million. This one. I explained this to him. You know what he did? It's behind and collect. He didn't know anything about MMM. So soon after the system went on pause, ran to me that he has done it as two. He was now confused. He was restless. And I explained what really now is seriously convinced. But I'm just you do come to me, you to my this kind of stress that you are in now, you will not be facing it. But I'm just like it should just be hopeful and be patient. That is what we need. And if you have money, let him contribute. If you don't have, let him just be patient and hold on. No one is going to lose a dime in MMA as long as the system is alive. Like just relax. The money might come later, but just relax. See? So,
That's just if he has spare money, not just having money, but spare money. Spare money.
money
Always
that
have that.
money that you don't have anything to do with it at that particular time. Instead of you leaving it in the account, then you can use it. That is always that advice to anybody that may.
Okay, Ebube, I have to advise you. Starting from, I know you can hear me, and your brother also is also there. Starting from your preparation day, you have been submitting your email address to me. You are educated and you can read and write. I know that. Okay. I want you to read the instructions. The task from preparation day never told you to submit your email address. The task reads different things that you should do. Kindly do what you should do in those tasks or stop submitting. High school is not a playing ground, neither by force. I don't know you. We met here. I'm your mentor. But if you're not serious with it, why spending your data and the time around you in your real life or your activities here in your data, and I don't know who subscribed for you and the rest of it, but it's a waste since you're not doing the right thing. To do the right thing, it will be good for you. You will pass, become a guider, and you build your structure. You move the way you are handling your school is affecting me as a mentor because you're giving me in a way that I don't like. If I give you this advice tonight and tomorrow comes and I still see you do those play those pranks, you are forced to report you to the admin. When I will report you to the admin, not only to block you from the school, the email you used to register for the school, used to check your PO, and you will be blocked from MMM. Mavro. So I will advise you as a brother. I don't know if you're a lady or if you're, but I'm advising you to do the right thing from tonight. I will not ask you again. I will only believe that you understand. We'll close for tonight's meeting. Has heard us do the right thing. MMM is responsible, and let's keep being responsible.